Peace, family. Peace, peace, peace. Woo, honey, did you miss me? Okay, I know I've been MIA. I think this has been probably the longest I have pretty much been off of social media. Okay, I mean, I still was on there, but as far as like uploading videos, I think this has been the longest that I've been off of here. And so I'm gonna tell you guys why. Okay, so I tell you guys all the time I get downloads, right? And so pretty much my intuition kept telling me the gut feeling that you need to listen to, okay, because it's going to steer you in the right direction. Oftentimes you don't listen to it because you don't trust it. You don't trust yourself, right? And that's what it really boils down to. So my intuition, it told me to take 6 days off. If some of you guys been watching my videos for, I want to say a few months or so, because I'm not going to say from the beginning, but a few months, I kept talking about 6 days, right? My intuition keep telling me to take 6 days off. And I didn't know what the 6 days was for, right? I believe in synchronicity. I believe in, when you get certain downloads that your higher self is trying to convey a message to you. I believe in numbers, all that good stuff, okay? So my intuition was like, take 6 days off. And this time, it was different because I was like, you know what, I surrender. I'm going to take the 6 days off. And so, you guys know, at times, I be getting psychic readings done, right? And so I had got a psychic reading done, and from this girl off of TikTok, right? And her name is OBM Vegan. I'm probably messing that girl name up. I'm probably just tearing that name up, okay? But anywho, so I asked her, I was like, why am I getting a download? Because sometimes when you get the downloads, you don't be knowing if it's you that's just thinking it, or if your higher self. And the more you listen to your higher self, the more you could, right? Like, you're like, oh, that's my higher self. So I asked the girl, I said, something keep telling me 6 days. And is there like the intuition, right? Because something kept telling me 6 days for a minute. Like, it keeps saying, take 6 days off, take 6 days off, right? So she told me, she was like, yeah, that's your intuition telling you, like, take days off. Honey, how about this? So the algorithm could reset. Okay? So I was like, what? So she was like, yeah, so the algorithm could reset. So what I noticed was, like today, when I logged back in on Facebook today, I noticed my real plays done went up. My visibility, it went up. Okay, my visibility is at 93. And if you guys know about the visibility, that means that more people could see you, right? So that went up to like 92, 93. And what else went up? My Reels play, that went up. Okay, although I think this is the last month for the Reels play, like to get paid from the Reels. And on YouTube, my YouTube went up, okay? And see, at times we feel like I gotta work so hard. This is what you have to understand. If the universe gave you something, you have something within you, a gift, right? If it gave you something, ask yourself, why do you feel as though you got to work so hard? Because if it gave you something, it's not meant for you to have to work so hard. It's for you to trust your gut feeling and know that everything is working out in your favor, right? But sometimes we get so caught up and we like, well, I want to do it my way. Honey, your way ain't working. Like, my way wasn't working. I looked at my stacks, and last month alone, I think I had like 160 videos just on YouTube. 160 videos on YouTube. Within 2 years, my channel had 2,000 and something videos just on YouTube, right? And at times, you be thinking like, you know what, I gotta put all this work out. I gotta put all this, you know, do so much. I gotta put like 1 million videos out. That's not true. You gotta understand that somebody else is guiding you. Whether you say Allah, honey, I don't give a damn what you call a source. Okay? I don't care. But what you need to know is a higher power that's working in your favor, working on your behalf. Okay? All right. And then I'm proud of myself. I got a video that I gotta edit. So some of you guys know I used to walk the bridge, right? I used to walk from Bayonne to New York, walking the bridge. And I didn't do that in a while. And the other day, I had went up there twice. I'm so proud of myself. I'm gonna share this story with you guys because it's crazy how this thing work. Okay, energy. The other day, let me sit down on this bench because this is a good one. This is a good story. The other day, I had damn, somebody done left their vodka here. All right. Okay, so bench is a little wobbly, but that's okay. The other day, right, I had seen this guy. I was walking. I had seen this guy. He was walking and he had no shoes on, right? And I had put out into the universe like, look, if you want me to walk the bridge, okay, I don't know how many of you guys still do this because, you know, I guess it comes from the childhood, right? You know how you ever made a deal? You ever made a deal to source like, if you let me pass this test, you know, I'm gonna do all this, I'm gonna volunteer, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, right? So I still make deals, okay? And so it was this guy who was walking and he didn't have no shoes on. And I put out into the universe, and I know some people probably like, well, why would you follow, you know, somebody who don't have no shoes on? Listen, okay, your mind, you got to get that mind right, okay? It's a message in everything. That's what you need to realize. So the guy was walking, and I said, if you want me to walk this bridge, universe, have this guy walk the bridge. Don't you know this guy started walking the bridge? And at first, I was upset. Because I said, honey, that's right. You're right about that. Mental and internal health is prime. That's right. Because if you don't have that, honey, you don't have nothing. Your health is more important than money. More important than... Because what is money? Okay, I know I'm jumping, right? But what is money? Money is currency, okay? Money is paper, okay? Money is energy. And, you know, it baffles me sometimes when people like, well, I have to, you know, if they go to the supermarket and you know, you being cheap and you saying, well, I have to buy something that's cheap because is you know, I only have a certain amount of money. But then you're going to take that same exact amount of money that you have, you're going to be cheap with your health, but then you're going to go and buy some cigarettes or weed, whatever it is that you do, okay? I mean, you do what works for you. But what you have to understand is everything is energy, okay? And if you put the same exact energy into things that is of value, right? You eating, you know, your health, working out, whatever. you're gonna get a return on investment. You're gonna get a return back because you taking care of yourself. All right. Now, I was listening to this guy named Luke Belmore, I think his name is, and he's like really, really young. I believe this kid is probably like 28, 29, probably 30, and he's a multi-millionaire. And one of the things that he was saying was that people are chasing money and they don't even know what they chasing. Like you don't even know what you're chasing, and you don't even realize that everything is energy, right? But that's a topic for another day. So anywho, I see the guy, okay, and the guy is walking. He started heading on the bridge, right? And so in this instant, right, I'm just looking. I'm like, oh my goodness, because I'm thinking maybe the guy not gonna walk on the bridge, right? The Bayonne Bridge or Staten Island, whatever bridge, Bayonne Bridge, okay? So I'm like, maybe this guy isn't gonna walk on that bridge. Next minute I know, he started heading on the bridge. And I said, God damn it, universe, like, wow, right? So I'm watching him. So then I start walking on the bridge. And one of the things I encourage you guys to do, anytime that you get afraid, anytime that, that you are, maybe you're not looking at yourself in the spotlight the way that you really are, because you're a creator, right? And you are God. You create your reality. And I know, some people have a hard time, swallowing that or whatever it is, because they want to blame, a deity for why they not where they say they want to be. But you know what? That's neither here nor there. Do I believe in a higher power? Do I believe that, things come together, things are working on our behalf to make sure, we manifest the desires that we say we want? Absolutely, I believe that. Okay? So the guy is on the bridge, and one of the things that I say, my mantra is this. I kept saying, I am so strong and confident. I am strong, I am confident. Honey, I probably said that the whole damn walk, okay? And when a guy, because, I done passed him, okay, the guy who was up there, I passed him, and when I was coming back from Staten Island, okay, I seen him, and I said to him, my intuition kept telling me to say something to him and to say this, that he pretty much inspired me. It's okay. And at first, at times you be afraid, right? You be like, but what I said to him, honey, I was up there all out of breath, okay? But what I said to him, I said, now, let me give you guys some context, okay, around this. It's certain things that I have watched, like this sister, I can't think of her name, but she's vegan. She's been vegan over so many years, and damn it, what is her name? I can't think of her name, but she's been vegan for so many years, right? And what happened was, I remember she said that, during the whole, Rodney King situation, she said that she had, I guess, like, sacrificed, like, she decided not to wear shoes for, like, I think it was a year or a few years or something like that. And she wouldn't wear shoes, and she would be in Brooklyn, and she said, and people would say to her, like, sis, it's glass on the ground. And she was like, I guess in other words, like, they was missing the bigger picture. So when I was about to, hit the bridge, when I got to the beginning of the bridge, it was this older lady who probably was, I want to say she probably was like in her late 70s walking the bridge. And she said, this guy, the guy who, I told the universe, I said, if this guy walked the bridge, then I'm going to walk it, right? So the lady, she said to me, because now I'm like the mayor, okay? I just stop and say hi to everybody, okay? Well, not everybody, because if I can feel energy, so if I see somebody who's not really making eye contact, oftentimes that means that they really don't want to be bothered. And oftentimes, sometimes I still may say, "What's up?" Right? Right. It depends. It depends. So anywho, so the lady, she said, that damn thing is well. So the lady, she was saying, she was like, oh, this guy better be careful. He's walking up there with no shoes. And I told her, I said, sometimes people do that because, it's like, it's not like they going through something, but they walking with no shoes because it's like maybe they sacrificing something, right? Or maybe, they giving up the shoes thing for something, right? And so the reason why I told her that, because I wanted her to know that this wasn't open for her to, talk about the guy, okay, to me, right? Because you got to be mindful. That gossip that you be spreading, that stuff, it comes right back to you, okay? And that's why sometimes you may be scared when you go places by yourself, because all that gossip and stuff that you done put out here into this goddamn universe, all right? So anywho, so as I'm on my way back from Staten Island now, okay, I see the guy and I say to him, I'm like, you inspired me. I don't know this guy from a milk carton. I never seen this guy before, okay? And that's another thing, because oftentimes it's not the people that you know that is going to help you along your journey. Oftentimes it's the people you never met before that's going to help you. Honey, you got to catch that. So anywho, so I told the guy, I said, you really inspired me. And I don't know the guy, right? And so he stopped and he looked, and I said, you really inspired me. Now this guy, I don't know if this guy thought I was crazy or not, but I told him, I said, you inspired me, because I told the universe, he was looking at me. He didn't look at me like in a bizarre way. He just was looking like, and I was like, I told the universe, if you was to walk the bridge, I was going to walk the bridge. And, I wanted to say, at first I was afraid to tell him that, but my higher self kept saying, tell him. And you never know what someone else may be going through, okay? Oftentimes you see people and you say, oh, it's weird. They doing this. This is weird. It's weird to you. You know why it's weird to you? It's weird to you because you doing the same goddamn thing each and every day. You doing the same thing. I'm trying to make sure nobody behind me. You doing the same thing each and every day. And you're weird. Now that's some weird shit. Okay. Here you are living the same exact life, doing the same exact thing each and every day. And then when you see something that is abnormal, you say, oh, this is weird. This don't make sense. Because you don't understand it. Just because you don't understand it, that don't mean that it's weird. Okay? That's one of the things, oftentimes we have to stop judging, looking at other people and saying what they do that don't make sense. You don't know why people do what they do. You don't know. You don't have a clue why they do what they do. Okay? And you know what's funny too? Oftentimes you may judge something, right? And source may give you a certain type of hand, and next minute, you doing the same exact thing you said you judged that person based upon, because you said that was crazy because of where you were. okay? Because of where you were. It doesn't make sense. But anywho, with that being said, I hope you guys got something from this video, okay? Do understand that you have someone that's working on your behalf. You could say spirit, you could say ancestors, you could say whatever you want to say, honey. Can't get wet from sand water. But do understand that it's something that wants you to win out here, okay? And you got to keep telling yourself that. You got to keep, I'll write this stuff down. I told you guys I do the 369 method. The method that Nikola Tesla talked about. The 369 method, whereas though you write down every day 3 times whatever it is that you want, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times at night. Now some people will say, well, I ain't doing that. And you wonder why you be where you be. You wonder because you don't have time for nothing else. You just have time to work for somebody and somebody telling you constantly what to do, but you don't have time to put some time into your goals, some time into the things that you want to manifest. You don't have time for that. You don't have time to meditate. I don't know. I really don't know how some people are operating through life if you don't spend no time by yourself, no time to meditate, no, like you always on go. I don't know. I tell you guys all the time, I meditate each and every morning. Each and every morning I meditate. Sometimes I meditate 2 or 3 times, throughout the day. Depends on, whatever it is that I may be growing through, right? But I make sure I meditate. I make sure I set time for myself. I love spending time with me, okay? And that's the thing, because if you are a person that you like, well, you don't like spending time with yourself, you don't like being with yourself, then you got to look further into that. Why don't you like being with yourself? That's when you're going to get your best ideas, when you are by yourself, okay? All right, so, and this was another thing. So I created another YouTube channel, okay? And this YouTube channel, because I told you guys before, I had like 3 YouTube channels. But this is one of my older YouTube channels. So I really didn't, I guess, create it. I just put out one workout video. Yesterday I did it. I put a workout video yesterday, and some may be like, well, I thought you said that is, your higher self, or, said for you to take 6 days. It did say for me to take 6 days, but yesterday when I was working out, my intuition was telling me to record the video and put it on a new channel. Oh, and this is another thing. So the young lady who had did my reading, she was like, because I was asking her about, me being monetized on YouTube and, all these different things and, whatever. And she was like, yeah, you're going to be monetized. She said, but you got to create another page. And I said, another page? As if I ain't doing work out here. But she said, you got to create another page. And this page is like a workout page. So I said, all right. So that's why I created another page. So you guys could check it out. I don't even know the full name. I know it's Dina Bryan, but I'll put a link up somewhere. So with that being said, make sure you guys rocking out, believing in yourself, fucking with you. So peaceful. So peaceful. Okay? So peaceful. So I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace.